let me say a special good morning to our listeners, those of you at Classic Radio. How you doing? Still can say season greetings, right? Let me say also good morning to those of you viewing GBN TV, channel 7, 11, channels 20. Good morning to you. Hope all is well, and season's greetings to you also. Certainly hope all is well with everyone this morning. Hope you had a great couple of days off. There was the holidays, and certainly hope you spent time with family. Those of you who may not have had the opportunity to spend time with holiday, hope you did had a great holidays for yourself also, and you got to rest, and of course came through for you to do. Hope it was memorable for you. Those of you for some reason the other was not that great for various reasons, I hope that you get it taken care of as we get set in the next couple of days to roll through, and we certainly will be getting into a new year, the year 2024. We're still in 2023 for some reason the other. Yeah. Let me say good morning once again and welcome. It's going to be an open line this morning. It's an open line this morning. Feel free to give me that call, 435-2041. There may be, for some reason or the other, some things you may not have been happy about during the holiday season, things you think should have been taken care of. There may be things you may want to commend, the authorities about during the holiday season that you may want to talk about this morning. Feel free to do so, 435-2041. Let me say good morning also to my viewers and listeners via our social media platforms, whether it's a Facebook page, YouTube channels. Good morning, welcome, and certainly nice to have you this morning. And let's get into the conversation this morning, folks. I'm up to give you folks a listening ear this morning. Certainly there's lots you may want to speak about. Feel free to do so, 435. You could be my first caller this morning, and see my lines is going. Certainly will accommodate that caller shortly, 435-2041. I think we may have lost that caller for some reason or the other. But once again, welcome, and this is the first edition we're having after the holidays. It's today being Wednesday the 27th, day of December. Yeah, imagine that, right? A couple of days we'll be thinking of it, of course, the memory of 2023. In a couple of days from now, we'll be getting into a brand new year, the year 2024. So once again, 435-2041. Give me a call. You could also get in contact with me via the WhatsApp. You could add us to your WhatsApp contact list, 435-2041, and let me know what's up with you this morning. And certainly, of course, there's actually going to be something that you want to talk about this morning that may have occurred during the holiday season, and certainly will entertain that. Let's entertain our very first caller this morning. Let's see who's on the line. All right, get that touch there. Lost that caller there once again. I hope it wasn't me. 435-2041. Once again, good morning to one and all. Good morning to friends, family. Once again, and if I didn't get a chance to say compliments for the season to you, sometimes it happens. You didn't get to do that. And if I didn't, well, let me take the opportunity to say it now. Compliments of the season to you, and certainly hope you had a great holidays. Let's take our first caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, morning, GT.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
Morning, and I hope you have eaten just and drink just this return.
Well, I didn't do that much for some reason. I didn't get to do that much.
Yeah.
I had a mild one.
So it's good to see you on the other side, alive and bright.
I'm happy for that also. Nice to have you on this morning also. Up and about and feeling good yourself.
Yeah, thanks. I wish that we could sort of show a little more solidarity with the various pockets of African people throughout the world. And right now, the African Americans are celebrating what is called Kwanzaa.
Yes.
Which was started in 1966 by Dr. Malana Karenga, and based on 7 principles. Maybe you could share that. The instrument I'm using doesn't give me the opportunity to use more than one gadget, always one I have, so I won't be able to read out the 7 principles. But probably you could read it.
Certainly. As we speak, I'm of course trying to get information as we speak. Go right ahead.
Yeah, so that people know that our African brothers have tried to regain or re-energize some of the good aspect of our heritage. Just as how people get mad over Black Friday, when after Thanksgiving and they go and they buy, they shop till they drop. Just so we could celebrate or show solidarity with our brothers and sisters, because the fact remains also that some of our folks from the diaspora have been absorbed in that practice since 1966. And there's still controversy whether we should observe it and what it really is. If we're trying to rival Christmas, which I don't think. I mean, everything we do, if you remember, I asked that maybe in the coming year we do something for Africa. We do everything for everybody else. We even have an Indian arrival day, although I have aspect of Indian in me too. But we don't even have anything for Africa, unfortunately. All the Europeans, mostly Europeans and Americans, we even have Thanksgiving celebration for American invasion. So it'll be good if we honor, if we show solidarity with our brothers and sisters of the African diaspora based in America, in the United States. So,
certainly is a good suggestion. Maybe we could probably look into that a whole lot.
Yeah, I'd be more than grateful. Happy for that. Thank you.
All right. Have a good morning yourself. Blessed morning to you. Take it easy, man. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let me say good morning to those of you who are already logged in via the Facebook page. Let me say good morning to Sylviana. Good morning. Good morning to Elias? Good morning. Good morning to Aline. Good morning to you folks. Mary, good morning. Thanks for, of course, chiming with us this morning. 435-2041. Open line this morning here on To The Point. Feel free to give me a call. You probably do have some concerns that you may want to express this morning. There's probably a situation in your neighborhood that you think, of course, the authorities could have done better over the holiday season. Or maybe there were things that were done during the holiday season that you may want to commend the authorities about. Feel free to do so. 435-2041. Those of you who are still, of course, in that restful mood for some reason or the other, it's been that day. You probably ate and drank so much that probably couldn't get up this morning. Well, if that's the way it is for you, well, I understand. 435-2041. 435-2041. That's the number for you to give me that call. We're moving down to 11 minutes after the hour this morning here on Classic Radio. Of course, let me say good morning to those of you who are, of course, just chiming in. I want to certainly wish you all the best. And so I want to take the time with us another condolences to of course, that we have lost a citizen to suicide over the holidays. So remember to check in and of course, show support to others during the season. There may be someone that you probably have forgotten to look upon and say, hey, how you doing this morning, man? How you doing? Check in, especially individuals who live alone. Because, folks do sometimes go through stressful situations in their life, and for some reason folks have a way of holding that in very deep, and you know what it's like. So especially individuals who are shut in and don't always have the option of speaking to people, because folks these days, for somehow society has changed a wee bit. We could say that lots of individuals, don't look in on each other as we used to back then. And some folks would say the world has changed, and for some reason, we may not like to go back to things that have been done in the past, but sometimes those things may have made a lot of difference in individual lives. But when we didn't have the gadgets that we pay all the attention to as we do now, and communication was done by actually going to see someone and speaking to them. Nowadays, someone could express the emotions by just, via telephone, and really what they may be writing or messaging you or speaking to you about may not exactly reveal how that individual feels. Just a bit thought about that. 435-2041, 435-2041. And feel free to give me that call. We almost due for a break. We've been a bit slow on the calls this morning for some reason or the other. 435-2041. All right. And let's take that break, folks. And suddenly when we come back, hopefully get the phones moving a bit faster this morning. Give me an opportunity to talk a lot this morning, right? Anyway, let me say good morning to Erlyn once again. She's via the Facebook page, and she said, GT, I hope you got lots of rest over the holidays and had a wonderful Christmas with your family. Certainly did. Got tons of rest. I think I probably rest too much over the holiday season. Anyway, let's take that break. When we come back, the lines will be open once again. 435-2041, 435-2041 after the break. Stay with us, folks.
National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pittimatney Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenroy Batiste, one of the anchors of GBN News, wishing you a safe and joyous Christmas. Spread cheer to your fellow men, spend quality time with family and friends, reflect on the goings-on of the past year, and commit yourself to a productive and fulfilled new year. From all of us at GBN News, happy holidays and take care.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point. Today, Wednesday, the 27th day of December. Once again, good morning. Don't forget, listeners and viewers, you do have the option, of course, giving me that call, 435-2041. It's an open line this morning. You can probably calling and express, of course, how you, enjoyed your Christmas, or you spend your Christmas, I should also say, how you spend your Christmas, or maybe if you do have some concern that you may want to speak about that took place over the Christmas holidays, you can certainly take the opportunity to do so. 435-2041. Let me say good morning once again to my, listeners and viewers via the Facebook page. Let me say good morning to Antonio. Antonio, good morning, and hope you had a good Christmas. You said you spent your Christmas holidays well, and Antonio is also saying that he had a few days that visited places that he visited. But although I did enjoy it, but turning on the TV and seeing that Israel was still dropping bombs on people in Gaza, killing hundreds, especially the children in hospital shelters who had nothing to do with what started 3 months ago. That is such a sad story that sometimes I would turn the television off when I have listened viewing news and hearing of that what's taking place there. It bothers me a whole lot. Sometimes I just don't want to get into the discussion about it, but it's sad. It's certainly sad to see what's going on there. 435-2041. 435-2041. Feel free to give me that call this morning. But slow on the phone calls this morning for some reason or the other. I'm assuming everyone had a great Christmas holiday, so there's probably nothing for them to actually speak about this morning. Interesting. And over the holidays, one of the concerns that I have noticed, garbage disposal. Whoever is the contractor for garbage disposal, especially in the River Road area where I live, it was really badly off. I think maybe, I'm not sure, maybe it's because of the holidays. And then we see the folks, the indiscriminate just of dumping garbage upon garbage upon garbage. It was a unpleasant sight. You understand, for the last couple of days. And there was lots of talk about it from, of course, within the community and individuals passing and noticed the dumping. And whoever is a contractor for the area maybe should have done a better job of getting the garbage removed. And it seemed to be a problem too that I may have noticed. It may not have been garbage disposal from individuals who were disposing of garbage from people in the community. It seemed like folks out of the community are taking up the initiative of coming and just dumping their garbage, and then it's left like if it's all the garbage are coming from folks that live within the River Road area. And I think something serious to be done to that. I want to commend the authorities also, or the folks who are responsible for picking up the garbage. They did a job of it early this morning by removing of it. And for the contractor responsible for the white goods, they would say the old refrigerators and so forth. And that's been left a wee bit too long. I think they should work in terms of having that part of it corrected by removing them a bit faster than usual. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good morning.
Since people seem not recording, they seem to be probably seeking to get over the overhang or the hangover, or the overeating, and so now we'll utilize the time. You know, a couple of things. It's interesting that, first of all, you mentioned the people of Shatin and the fact that we'll think of change, and also we use these gadgets. I was reflecting, in fact, I was talking to a cousin of mine this morning and saying, you know, these days, you could have the whole season without people having even seen a word to you, because now they can hide behind text.
Yeah, they have some other ways of being distracted, as I would say.
Yeah, in other words, we still. I mean, it's not that people would not text; they would text, but the words that people need to hear from them, you know, the human contact, is missing. It's more and more becoming a thing of the past, and I think we need to really probably converse on that, because before too long we just have a technological driven society where everything is done from the push button and all that kind of thing.
It's typically the way of the world today, you know. Everybody uses gadgets in terms of means of communication today. You understand? And there's nothing wrong with it. Of course.
We should use the technology, but when you're replacing that, using that as a buffer between us and other human beings, it's kind of sad. I remember people were getting problem when the telephone system changed, and you know they acted. If you know your party, press 1. If you know this, and for the ordinary person, that used to be confusing and still. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying that it's interesting that you made reference to the texting and that kind of thing. Now let me shift that a little. In terms of the garbage, now it seems that some areas have better services. Because I thought that was a thing of the past.
I certainly thought so myself.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, we can't say that about. I can't say that about La Calome area and some mainly St. David's.
So the contractor in your area is doing a good job then.
They're doing a job. I mean, I really admire these folks. When they think the average person look down on these folks and them because like the last a grade of work, and I think they should be elevated. And even in our independence celebration coming, we should really try to emulate. Those people, they really do a good, without their intervention, we in trouble. Because we create and generate so much waste that we need to generate. Because through packaging and things, we import everything that we should be producing here. So I want to use the opportunity to congratulate the people the people who serve area of La Calome. And other area related to that. Because they came in Sunday morning, first thing. Some people didn't even know they come in. I knew because I listened to announcements on your radio station, so I know. They were coming Sunday morning. And some people could, even those folks could say, well, it's Christmas time, it's Sunday morning, but they were there.
But is it that people are still not paying attention to the direction that are given, directive, I should say, that are given out in terms of garbage disposal? Because folks are still just dumping garbage at any odd time of the day.
What is important? I mean, most people get up in the morning and they're just keen to have bacchanal. I mean, that energizes them. So the other stuff, it's like, over the years I've heard people say, are you listening to that announcement for that is news? Or even the weather. These are important aspects of our life. We should know a number of people disappear from us and we don't even realize they disappear. And there's coming more and more that people through the COVID and other incidents have gone. Because I missed there was a time when, because of the change in your radio station, I only listen to your radio station, I must contest. And sometimes how the thing have changed over the years, and with all the announcements, the volume of announcements, I don't always get it, but I try my best. To at least be informed the people who are departing on the weather news. And to a great extent, what is happening in the country. But some people don't pay attention, and also, especially during holiday time, the announcement from the solid waste people. But our people don't pay attention to all that is important, and we give attention to things that are not crucial to us. So I think maybe going forward, we need to generate conversation and engage. The other thing about it, GT, is that, and we think that is development. We have so many radio stations and television and whatever. And then, of course, we have the internet now. We have social media. People are so divided. I mean, when I say I'm not talking about political lines now or religious lines, their attention is so divided elsewhere. Whereas before we had basic one radio station, one TV station, and a few other auxiliary outside of Grenada. So now we have, more than even the days of the year to count.
At least 20, more or less.
Huh?
There's at least 20 radio stations in Grenada.
Well, oh God. So you see, we lose already. And all of them say playing things and attending to things that either, really are tuned to the lower level of the human existence. Bacchanal, consumption, and all of that. And nothing to live. I know GBN do a little something, although I'm sometimes highly critical of you folks. But there's some element of upliftment on your medium. But in others, I can't see myself listening to the other station, unfortunately. It's for years I haven't listened to them because,
all right.
When I say I know some of the things that they're doing, so I don't, devote that much time.
Well, it comes down lately to a matter of choice in the world today. Everyone do have choices in terms of what they want to listen to.
But also choice and responsibility. We have a nation to build. We have a nation to construct. Although we just 50 years, we didn't even start yet. And if you're all over the place, thinking and venerating and celebrating and accentuating all whatever, we're not doing justice to our country and to our people.
All right, thank you, man. Thank you a whole lot. Thanks for sharing the info this morning.
Please, still, I hope that you could see a little something about the Kwanzaa, because Kwanzaa started yesterday. It's from the 26th of December to the 31st of December.
All right, man. I will try my best to slip something in.
Every day is a different principle, and the final principle is faith. So it started, I think, with unity, and it ended with faith.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Have a good morning. Thanks again. 435-2041 open line this morning here on To The Point. And I have a message in from someone via the WhatsApp saying, good morning, GT. Happy holidays. I was wondering why people are still trapped in the commercialization of Christmas, which is man-made, and a man-made event to allow people to go into expense and they cannot afford. A self-evaluation is needed. That's a comment from someone via the WhatsApp. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yes, good morning. And, let me wish you a Happy New Year, you and your listeners and the rest of the staff. I would like to wish you a Happy New Year. And my watchword for Grenada for the New Year, I wish they would pay attention to the word accountability.
Mm-hmm. Your reasoning?
Right. No, the government as a body hires highly paid people people and so on. Okay, let's take the garbage, number one. The garbage. That now, long ago, people used to have, look down on garbage collectors and so, but that's no more because they are well-dressed, upright companies. They outsource collecting the garbage to private companies, which is a little higher most times than the grade that when you're working with government, okay? But also, the solid waste people who are really responsible to the government for controlling the garbage and so. Now, I'll give you an example of a double standard. The solid waste people were in the news asking people to avoid putting down blue barrels. Now, long ago, those barrels that used to come were those brown paper barrels that, you could have just burned. But now we have those plastic barrels coming, and they are being used for all kind of things. And when people didn't want them, they put them by the road to collect garbage. No, they end up putting them where the solid waste people, the solid waste management people decide we don't want a garbage collection point here. But they would see people putting the blue barrels, and they will not pick up the barrels as garbage. They would take the stuff out of the barrels and put back the barrels there. Then they would get on the air and say it's unfair to the collectors because those barrels collect rainwater and the garbage in them smell bad. When people put out the barrels by the road, why don't they take them away? Because they have seen the area there that it should not be a collection point. So they have changed the thing to put out your garbage specific hours, specific days. So I was amazed when the same solid waste people came back and say, okay, just bore holes at the bottom of the drums. I'm seeing that as double standard and confusion. Yeah?
I was just going to mention that to you also, because I did hear them one time offering you the ways in which you could manage it, if I could say, by popping holes in them so that I'll put in particular ways that they could lift it and so forth.
So then why are they breaking down the concrete ones? Why are they taking away the concrete ones and allowing people now to create a dumping site again with those blue barrels? They need accountability. We need to look at accountability, the government. So when the government goes to those town hall meetings and so on, people throw all these questions at them, they should be able to answer.
But that time, the individuals don't even ask these questions most times.
Right. But yes. So I am seeing that because even the septic tank in Grenville, the septic tank that was left open behind the police station, don't you think the Ministry of Health should answer for that?
I would say so.
Yes,
because they're usually health inspectors, right?
Yes, the Ministry of Health should answer for that. And as the people were in your news saying, they would come to your little business place and close you down for health reasons. But how come that was allowed there for 10 years and it was fixed overnight?
Interesting.
So the Ministry of Health should answer for that. They should answer for that. So we need better accountability in this land. Okay? We need the ministers to put their feet down and make sure that what the people are paid for, they are doing it and doing it well. I would like to wish everybody again a productive new year. Thank you, GT.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. Let's take another comment this morning. This time we, of course, go to the Facebook page once again. Antonio, of course, double comment this morning. And today he said, today I want to applaud the members of the NDC for going out of their way to bring gifts and hampers to the children and senior citizens, bringing smiles to their faces, show that they are caring government, and that remembers the less fortunate. And our children who parents may not be able to afford the toys for their children during this time of the year, or should I say during this particular season. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, GT, and how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you this morning?
Fine. How was your Christmas?
Had a good one. How was yours?
Everybody blessed. I had a quiet Christmas. I was home, go to church twice, go Sunday, go Monday, one behind the other because I'm a church goer.
All right.
I never like staying home. I like going to church. Want to listen to the word of God. And if you listen to God's word, they will always have a clean, loving, blessed Christmas. Because some people say they don't celebrate. Why are you not celebrating? You celebrate your birthday. Jesus Christ have a birthday too. He was born. When Jesus was born in the stable of Bethlehem, he had ox and cows and people were around him. He only have straw. Babies born now, they get nice soft places to lie down. But God was in a he have straw. And he had his ox, the cows, and people around him taking care of him. His mom, Mary, take care of him. People don't like to say things about Mary, but she's our mother too. And this is our big brother. He is the way, the truth, and the life, and he's the one that gives the life we live in every day. You have to live for Jesus. We have to do things what God asks us to do. And I want to thank the government of Grenada right now. Deacon Mitchell, may God bless you. Keep on doing the work of the Lord. Peace, joy, love, what we want. You treat people with love, you treat you back with love. You are the father of the nation, and you take care of your children. When daddy wants children, wants somebody called the daddy, daddy helps. Daddy has some colleagues with him, especially Ron Redden. He's a blessed, loving citizen. He's a real good helper in the nation with his constituency people. Now we had a lot in Tempe. We had in the playground, we had children party, giving gifts and so helping the children. The elderly, you look out for them in their needs. When they need you, so you treat people with love, the love come back to you. You make promises, and you fulfill your promises, and will always be with you. God says the promises that you make them with God. When you help and you give to someone, you give to God.
All right.
I want everybody to know that the people in Grenada, especially elderly and the children, we have to look forward for them. Especially children, you have to look out for your children. Do not turn your back on your children. You go anywhere, take them with you. Remember where you put in them and where you leave in them. Because this child got lost in the septic tank thing. I cried whole day for that child because I remember how I love children. And the kind of death he gets is not for a child. You have to take your children close to you. Go with them. If they're sleeping, get up, let's go. Don't leave them there because when they're wandering over the place.
All right.
You have to think about what is right and what is wrong in the world. Seek God first. He is with us. God is with us. He's always with us. He takes care of everything we need.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a good morning.
One little piece more. We cannot live without a heart inside of us. We have to have the heart in us. So we have to have the heart in us that we could stand up.
All right.
If you don't have a heart, you cannot stand up. You will fall and dead. So
thank you so much.
Everyone in Grenada, Cherokee City, Martinique, the New Year's coming up. Let us want to love more, do more love to the people, the sinners and one, and this pavement. You need the pavement for the elderly people and the children, and they must give a chance to them that they must live a good and clean and peaceful life with the people in the world. We have to live for God. Turn your life to Him. Celebrate God with us.
Thank you so much. Have a good morning. All the best. Have the best.
One little thing. We didn't have no singing to say. I sing for you to say. No, I miss it.
Have a good morning. All the best.
God bless.
All right.
Take care on your phone.
Okay, folks, we due for a break. Let's take it. We come back with more of your phone calls. 435-2041 after the break. Stay with us, folks. back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. It's an open line this morning here on To The Point. Feel free to give me that call, 435-2041, 435-2041. And let's take our first call inside of this segment. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, and thank you very much for taking my call.
Good morning.
Compliments for the season, too.
And same to you.
I'd still like to shout out a few people particularly. Well, in the past, people like Jerry Romaine, people like Lou Smith, yeah. We have to remember him because we still uses his name on Evening Times and whatnot, the news thing and whatnot. I hope he had a wonderful Christmas, you know. People like Mr. Marshall from Victoria, people like Mr. Bernard down on the Tubu roundabout, people like Mr. Rolo, you know, I hope all of these people would have enjoyed their Christmas holidays, and I look forward to the new year. GT, there's one little thing I would like to say to you anyway, and I hope this will not create a problem in this sense. You know, sometimes some of us don't like correction. But correction is probably the best thing. I think Ambassador Terry Forrester, and I also want to wish the NDC government all the very best for the new year. I've seen some things happening, and I'm pleased, and I hope, you know, well, we all make mistakes as a human being. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I remember one person trying to crucify me when I speak much about, you know, striving to be perfect, you know. And I want to wish the members of the National Taxi Association and all the other associations around on the airport and whatnot, etc. You know, I being a taxi driver, but at this point in time, I have to hold back a little bit because I suffered the loss of one leg about 4 years ago, and so whatnot, etc. But you know, there's a lady that I always remember from Colorado in the US of A. And I drove about 5 years ago, and for about 2 hours. And when we returned, she said to me, but she reminded me much of my aunt, who I grew up with, who died when I was only age 14. She said to me, Michael, could you get me a pen and piece of paper? Well, I usually walk with a pen in my pocket, so I had pen, but I didn't have paper. So I had to rush get a bit of paper. When I brought back this paper, she wrote on this paper, my gosh, I tell you, I was forced to laminate it and keep it. You know, as a taxi driver, because what she said to me is, Michael, what I want to say to you, I don't want it to go into one ear and come out in the other. You know, and I laughed, you know. She gave me $100. It was she and her son. Her son gave me $100. I can't forget this time. I wouldn't call her name. She gave me her website address and everything. You know what she said to me? Michael, she wrote that. I shouldn't say she said it. She wrote it. Because I have it here. I've laminated it. She wrote it. She said, write a book. You tell the stories very well. But before she said so, she asked me, which university did you go to, Michael? Oh, Michael, I know nothing of university. I didn't go there. Probably the University of Richmond Hill and probably Hoopville, where I was offered a lot and beaten and whatnot. I've suffered losses, great losses. My family, my property, which was willed to me by my aunt, but my father also, because I have all of these properties in my hand. But one part of it. And the amazing part, my godfather, who is deceased, dead and gone, but God knows, his soul rest in peace. Winston White, I wish you all the best. Tillman Thomas, I wish you all the best. You know, all these guys and whatnot, etc., you know, because as a detainee, and I'm here suffering still 40-odd years, you know, I want to say thanks to the opposition leader, Keith Mitchell. I mean, I thank him still. I've already written him, thanked him in a letter, but there are some of his ways that I really did not appreciate. And, you know, for that, I very much welcome the change of the government at this time. I very much welcome it. I mean, we look at what is happening in Palestine. We look at what is happening in Ukraine. You look at what is happening in, Myanmar. I mean, Aung San Suu Kyi. I mean, what is happening really the world over? You know, many, many problems. But may the good Lord bless us all and for you, GT, I would like to say to you, I believe the Ambassador Terry Forrester did point it out to you some weeks ago. On the different programs, the many people who come, well, we know them already. We know them for years. So there's no need to have them selling off themselves for, whatever, and then probably you just open up the line for about 10 minutes in the program, with the morning program, I mean, it's good to have the to the point program. I've been following this thing since way back when, and that's why I wanted to talk much about one man in particular. I mentioned it, Lou Smith. Lou?
Okay, sir, so that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good one. 435-2041. 435. I kind of lost your direction there, we would, sir, but thanks for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. Don't forget, folks, those of you, of course, have health-related issues, and you may have, it's a lot, you use a lot of the salt ham, the cake, the alcohol, you may have used it a bit excessive, a little bit, so did I still say like excessive, a little bit excessive for the season? Well, don't forget to, if you do have those health issues, don't forget to check on yourself a wee bit and make sure that all is well with you. And don't forget to check in on individuals who live alone, all right? There may be individuals who live alone and, they may have some health-related issues that you can look in on them and make sure all is well. 435-2041. 435-2041. Let's take a peek at the comment section once again. WhatsApp. Who's sending out some information for me this morning via the WhatsApp? Let me take a peek at that. No one showing that information there. Back to the Facebook page. And Antonio, once again, another lengthy one. Let me see if I can get it out. And saying, I want to recognize the two family members who came together and lighted up the breakwater site with many Christmas lights and decorations, bringing the spirit of Christmas to the community. Also, with the movie night, I would like to urge the MP for St. Patrick's next year to be part of the Christmas lighting, and maybe it's a great time to have lighting up of the Christmas tree on the particular site. Once again, kudos to the and Jolly for making a great effort in the lighting up of the breakwater site. All right, that's a bit of a compliment been shown out there by Antonio. Antonio, good morning once again, and this wishes goes out to you. Let's go back to the fourth line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, sir. A lot of us are complaining about the prices of goods. Now, we have a problem in Grenada. I don't know if it is created by the different government that have ruled, but I would say the more we plant, the cheaper goods would get. So then we'll have competition, and the more even the people who plant would make profit because people would buy more. When a man has $10, he could only buy $10 worth of goods, and maybe he can get 2 items. But maybe if he has $10, and when you have things as, I wouldn't really say a glut, abundance, you might be able to get 20 pounds. So the more we plant, the better for us. And the more money we make when we plant, because we'll be able to sell much more. Whether it be fish, whether it be potato, bananas, or whatever it is. We have to develop ourselves, our own country. Most of the things are imported in Grenada. For example, even eggs. Eggs are shortage, they said.
Caller with me? Seem to may have lost the quality. All right.
A box of eggs. I don't know how many. You could pay $40 for 100 eggs, I don't know how much. But what is a box? I don't even know. But at the same time, the more we plant, whatever it is, and start getting your children to understand they don't have to beg. Most people watch people and say they have. So I'm going to beg him or I'm going to beg her. And this is the problem. Compete with the people to plant to be the best farmer. And then you would succeed. Or perhaps to be the best driver instead of you driving or putting your house on the side of the road and you're complaining afterward about littering and all this other thing. In fact, I look at it. If we were to maintain the skips
seem to have lost the caller there for some reason. I'm not sure reasons why we lost the caller. I'm not sure. Anyway, 435-2041. Let's take another comment from someone via the Facebook once again. We have Sylviana is saying, I want to say hats off to our humble Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell. I saw him in photos carrying bags of groceries to give to the needy. Continue to do whatever you're doing, and God's richest blessings goes out to him. And that's a comment from someone that's from Sylviana via the Facebook page this morning. 435-2041. We're moving up to 10 minutes before the top of the hour, which means we drew for a break in this segment. Let's take it, and we come back with the final 10 minutes of today's program. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back after the break.
When you want to know what medicine is best for you,
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence. Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday. It's a
On this Christmas episode of Caribbean Passport, there is holiday cheer from Barbados to the Bahamas. We take in the musical talents of the Love Movement, the Carters, and Ray Holman. And of course, our taste buds will be satisfied. All this and more on this holiday edition of Caribbean Passport, right here on this station.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. To the point, let's go back to the phone line. Say good morning to the caller. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT. How are you today?
Not too bad.
All is fine.
Terry, how are you doing this morning? Compliments for the season to you, sir.
Thank you, and the very same to you and to all your listeners locally, regionally, and internationally. I just want to take this opportunity to extend the very best wishes to all Grenadians, wherever they may be, all over the world, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, and to, first of all, congratulate the decision this morning by the government to allow an open line to the general public so that they can just express themselves as to how the holiday Christmas period went and maybe what are their thoughts for the new year, etc., etc. That was a very, nice gesture, albeit you didn't get very many calls, which is an indication of comfort, relaxation, peace, tranquility. But there were some very important points made by one or two callers, which are very valuable indeed. especially the issue out in Grenville with that open septic tank or whatever it represented for over the past 10 years. These things are important for the public to share so that government can take note of these things. I mean, government is for the people, by the people, and with the people. So these contributions are welcomed. And as we come to the closure of 2023, this was a great vision and decision to allow the public to express themselves. So as we move into the new year, I want to take this opportunity to wish all Grenadians, all folks in Carriacou, Pity Martinique, those in the diaspora, a very happy new year incoming, and trust that you'll make the appropriate plans so that you can enjoy good health, success, prosperity. Let us move Grenada forward together. Thank you very much, GT, and you too, and your family, and the GBN crew, and all the media in Grenada.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Foster.
Have a great holiday season and incoming new year.
All right. And same to you goes out to you. Have yourself a good one.
Thank you.
Right. 435-2041, 435. We have approximately 6 minutes left on today's program. 435-2041. As we move along this morning, folks, we say once again, it's an open line this morning here on the program. Feel free to give me that call. You could also send a message via the WhatsApp, or you can post a message or comment via the Facebook page. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, GT, and compliments for this season.
And same to you.
I just want to thank you. I just want to congratulate the NDC government for taking the lead in sharing the love with the elderly and the young children, and setting an example for us. So as we move forward into 2024, let us continue to love one another, continue to share the love, continue to look out for our neighbors, our friends, and our family. I just want to wish you and your family and all Grenada, Carriacou, and Kitty Martin the very best for 2024. Thank you.
Same goes out to you in return. Have a good day yourself. 435-2041, 435-2041. Open line this morning here on To The Point. So feel free, of course, if you want to make a comment relating to, of course, a particular issue or not, or how you spent your Christmas. You want to, of course, speak about that this morning. Feel free to do so. 435-2041. We have approximately 3 minutes left on today's program. It still has time to accommodate a couple of your calls. And I said this morning, the calls seem to be slow this morning for some reason or the other. And as Mr. Forrester mentioned, things are probably was very well with individuals for the Christmas season. So there's really nothing to comment about. Let's take this comment, of course, from let's see whatever comment we have on the Facebook page. Once again, we have George is saying, good morning, GT. I don't see the NMP giving out gifts and food hampers to the poor, which they talk about so much. I'm not sure how to respond to that. What else is there via the Facebook page? Once again, action speaks louder than words. That was from Mary there. And so giving these is the needy is commendable, etc. Once again, let's take another call from the line. Caller, good morning, and season greetings.
Good morning, GT.
How are you this morning?
Not too bad. Compliments to the season.
And same to you.
What on my mind this morning, them bus driver must do better than that. Yes, Sunday was Christmas Eve. People going in town, they want to take $5 big day time. And in the night, some bus taking $3. No, them busman need to do better than that. It is, if they want to run, how you want to take $5 on people is not to say midnight or late in the night. No, man, they're overdoing it now. Things done hard already, and they want to put more pressure on poor people. They need to do better than that. That is my concern this morning, and I want to say good morning and Happy New Year coming to Minister Philip Telesford. I wish him all the best, he and his staff. I hope and pray that they will have a wonderful New Year.
All right.
All right, then. You take care. Have a blessed day.
Have a good day yourself. Have a good one. 435-2041. Let's take some more comments from the Facebook page this morning. We have a listener saying, I hope this administration will look into getting the poultry farm up and running to ease the pressure on our citizen when it comes to the staple like eggs. And I guess he's talking about, of course, the shortage that was available during the season. And let's take this one from Elaine once again. Well, I had a very nice Christmas. I felt good seeing the Honorable Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, carrying lots of bags and with goodies to the needy. Kudos to Mr. Prime Minister and your team. God's blessing. All right, 435-2041, 435-2041. Let me take a peek at my WhatsApp, see if there's any comment there that I may have missed. And let me see what else. Unless this one is coming from Heather. Heather saying good morning, and the greatest gift of all, God gave his son. Whoever believed in him would not perish, but have everlasting life. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to one and all. She shouted it out to Innocent, myself, JC, and not forgetting Blossom, and this is coming from Heather Sylvester. Once again, greetings going out to GBM. Best wishes going out to you also, Heather. Have yourself a great day today, and all the best for the new year to come. 435-2041. Just around a minute or so left before we wrap today's program, and certainly I want to thank all who contributed some way or the other to today's program, and still have a couple more days before we wrap up 2023, today being the 27th, so which means still have a couple more days and a couple more editions of to the point before we step into 2024. So once again, I want to thank all who contributed towards today's program. Thank you so much. Have yourself a really, really awesome day, and blessed wishes goes out to you. As we say, thank you once again. All the best, folks, and goodbye for this edition of To The Point. Have a blessed one.